Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's Arizona facing the UCLA Bruins.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Taking a look at Arizona. They've got Mitchell. Johnson is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Lewis in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Well, for the Arizona Wildcat program, they didn't really become the force it is today until the 80s. Since then, Greg, Arizona has been a big player in the conference.
How about having a string of conference titles, 14 in total, all coming since 1986.
Lawson is doubled, and the pass to Mitchell. Arizona moving the ball around. Free against Lawson. Lewis with the 3. No good.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as a skill set.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Mitchell. Here's Hollis Jefferson. They set the pick. Looks for Lawson, gets it to him. He used that pick to get in close. Lawson's got his first bucket of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Roberts, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Lawson the pass to Hollis Jefferson. He kicks it to Johnson. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
And it's the Bruins with the ball. 3-point lead. O'Neal passes to Looney from the wing. O'Neal misses.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Ewing a screen on Morris. They set the pick, and it's Carter penetrating. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there. And a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
O'Neal, he's in at shooting guard. Johnson is out there with Looney. Then there's Starks. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
And for Arizona, we've got Goodwin. Ewing is out there with Williams, and it's Landry in at the shooting guard position. Count it, and the Bruin lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Hollins.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Here's Fresh. Here's O'Neal. Here's Thomas. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Thomas got his first bucket in this one.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now, here's Hollins. Over in the corner, Williams. Ewing kicks to Goodwin. To the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that.
Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If we can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
O'Neal in at shooting guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then there's Free, and it's Roberts in at the 5. And for Arizona, we've got Johnson. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. And it's Lawson in at the 1. Here's Mitchell, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Mitchell's got the lead up to 5 now for Arizona.
Hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. Not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way.
Johnson with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Johnson dishes to Lewis. No luck. The Bruins go the other way with it.
No doubt one of the most highly touted players on the floor is Free. His abilities out on the wing are just phenomenal, and he is one of the few players that can dominate from that position.
And Greg, it takes a special talent to be able to control the game from the perimeter, but Freak is that kind of player. I mean, he can hurt you in so many different ways when he's left one-on-one with the defender, and he's comfortable pulling up or attacking the basket.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Lewis is screen on Free. And Lawson with the drive. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Shot's good.
The legendary John Wooden was the coach at UCLA from 1948 until 1975, and Greg, he built his program from obscurity into one of the most storied programs in the country.
Yeah, I mean, he was a fantastic coach, arguably the best of all time, and even a better person by all accounts. I mean, there's a reason why such great awards carry his namesake. He coached a lot of the greats in terms of our game.
Goodwin's checked in for Arizona. The Bruins shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And Johnson, no good on that one.
And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton, also coming out of Westwood.
Nobody near Williams. Kept alive. Ewing's shot is good.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Here's O'Neal. Right wing. Inside. Got a piece of it. Pass to Fresh. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Johnson kicks to O'Neal. Lays it up and banks it in. O'Neal's got 11 points.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
O'Neal, he's in at point guard. Irving is out there with Johnson. Then it's Fresh, and it's Morris in at the small forward. The wing jumper off target.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game.
Carter, the pass to Goodwin. On the wing, Johnson. No good with the fallback jumper. Arizona leading by 4. And it's Carter penetrating. Baseline jumper. Morris with the rebound. Here's UCLA. Here's O'Neal. Off target with his 3.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Goodwin kicks to Ewing. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And now a new group getting ready to come in for the Bruins. Roberts is checked in for Johnson. Looney comes in. He's making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. And here's Arizona now. Outside Landry. Lewis kicks to Landry. Back to Lewis. UCLA grabs the miss.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
And an intentional foul right there. Now Arizona with it. They've only given up 1 point in the 4th quarter, and that's an intentional foul. .23 seconds left in the second half, and so they foul intentionally.
A tough break there, Kevin, but frankly, they'd have a tough time coming back from this deficit anyhow.
At the line for 2.
One shot. One shot.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the UCLA Bruins taking on the UConn Huskies.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
Now look at UCLA's starting lineup. O'Neal in at shooting guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then there's Free, and it's Roberts in at the center, filling out the middle.
And one thing about UConn that has been true all throughout their rise as a power, they have always played solid defense. It's something the program really hammers home.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Screen by O'Neal. Roberts gets the screen from O'Neal. Lets it fly from 18. And the Bruins tack on two more.
And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half, absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And, Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them.
Here's Martin following the basket by Freak.
No way!
Well, UCLA and all those incredible national titles in men's basketball, Clark, they were the program in the 60s and 70s.
Yep, completely dominated the landscape of college ball during that time. From 64 to 75, they won 10 titles in 12 seasons.
And, guys, thinking again about the Bruins being so dominant during those decades, they set so many records in that time frame, won 88 games in a row, which is still a record for men's basketball.
Second free throw, no good.
And you think about the impact those years of dominance have had on UCLA. I mean, still one of the most honored and storied and decorated programs in the United States. I mean, they are the program on the West Coast, although the Wildcats might argue, at least recently.
Here is Jennings. Out to the wing. Here's Joseph. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Here's O'Neal. Another miss by O'Neal.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Here's McGuire. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Morris. That's 10 points for Freak.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
UConn with the ball, trailing by 4. Jennings with the ball. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
On the floor for UConn, we've got Reed, and it's Jennings in at point guard.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Now here's Jennings. UConn moving that ball around. Here's McGuire. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. Here's O'Neal. Huskies with the rebound.
Boy, how about the Huskies and the success they've found in the tournament over the years? I mean, 4 titles for that program and all, with the first coming in '99. They've been absolutely dominant the past 2 decades.
UConn trails by 6. Jennings dishes to McGuire. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop the layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And the Huskies going with a whole new group out there. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. His play in the second half of this game, critical.
So on the floor for UCLA, O'Neal. He's in at shooting guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then there's Free, and it's Roberts in at the center position. Here is Day. Martin with a screen on Free. Pass to Keith. Shoots from 12. Misses off the right iron. The Bruins leading by 10. O'Neal kicks to Roberts. Back to O'Neal. And the rebound goes to Martin. Here is Day. Campbell defending. And it's Joseph, top of the key. Pass to Keith. Can't get it to go. The Bruins go the other way with it. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Free passes to Campbell. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here is Keith. O'Neal comes with the double team. Left side, Martin. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Martin's got it back down to single digits for the Huskies.
Kevin, a big guy with his quickness should be almost illegal. How can you guard that?
O'Neal kicks to Roberts. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And some changes here for the Bruins. Johnson, he's checked in for Looney. Morris comes in for Campbell. And Barton subbed in for Free. Stolen by O'Neal. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Posey dishes to Jennings. And he gets it to go. Jennings has got his second bucket tonight.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hands.
Here's O'Neal. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. O'Neal's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bruins. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Jennings kicks to Posey. Pierce against Johnson. And the basket by Pierce. Pierce has got his first points in this one.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Shot is off.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
O'Neal comes with the double team. Here's the pass to Jennings. The rebound by Johnson.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Pierce is out there with Reed. And it's Posey in at the shooting guard position. Morris against Jennings. Down low. Count it, and the Bruin lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Posey.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Here's Sims, guarded by O'Neal. Jennings with the bucket.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And the Bruins going here with a whole new group out there. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Here's Splitter. Count it.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
The pass to O'Neal. To the middle. Roberts passes to Free. Feeds it to O'Neal. To halt the run. Money!
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Here is Day. Passes to Splitter. Fires the three. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And we've got more college basketball in store as we get ready now for overtime. What energy, what excitement in the building, folks, tonight. If you're just joining us, this is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, as we'll no doubt have some more exciting action to see who can get it done here tonight. So on the floor for UCLA, O'Neal in a two-guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then there's Free, and it's Robertson at the pivot spot manning the middle. Is checked in for O'Neal. UConn with the ball. A two-point game. Here is Day. He dishes it. Someone's making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Here's Free to the left wing. There's the pick. Here's Roberts. Comes up empty off the pick.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure you appreciate it.
Here is McGuire. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here is Day. Guarded by O'Neal. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Day. O'Neal comes with the double team. Joseph dishes to Day. Clock is at 3. Here's Keith. Missed.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
So it's UCLA picking up the win. Clark, a double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fan. Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. It's the Texas Longhorns facing the UCLA Bruins.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Here are the 5 for Texas. They've got Edwards, also Ellis out there. Turner is out there with Dort. And it's Ford in at the power forward position. The shot by Turner, no good. And it's the Bruins with the ball. Fast break, UCLA. Dishes it to Roberts. Out to the right wing. Campbell kicks to O'Neal. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. O'Neal is screen on Dort. Campbell, the pass to O'Neal. There's a good screen. Down low. Here's Roberts. Texas grabs the miss.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Ford, that's good.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in the day and age.
UCLA trails by 4. So on the floor for UCLA. O'Neal in at shooting guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then there's Free, and it's Robertson at the 5. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Ellis outside. Here's Doherty. Kicks it to Turner. Now Edwards. Ellis outside. Here's Warwick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Not enough on that one as it misses. And here's the fast break. Here's O'Neal. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
He hits both from the stripe.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
There's the screen. Stolen by O'Neal. Lets it fly. Money from the wing. O'Neal's got 6.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up. And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
O'Neal's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. And Doherty kicks to Turner. O'Neal against Ellis. Back to Turner. Passes it to Ellis. Shot clock at 6. Edwards against Free. And another miss by Texas. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, Greg, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they need.
And Warwick kicks to Ellis. Here's Turner. Soft touch off the glass. Turner's got his first basket of the night. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's O'Neal. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Now the dish to Doherty. There's a screen. Feeds to Ellis. Knocks it loose. Warwick dishes to Ellis. And here's Edwards. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Bruins on top, up. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunity.
On the court for the Longhorns, they've got Turner. Ellis is out there with Edwards. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the foresight. Edwards with the screen. And Doherty kicks to Ellis. Stolen by O'Neal. By himself. Oh!
And you see Freak out there. Nobody is 100% sure what position he'll be best at on the next level, but they know he'll be out on the wing. He looks so comfortable in space.
And with Freak, it's his plethora of moves that really impress me. He can create a shot in space anywhere and anytime. He's got a really good sense of how to operate from the wing.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Campbell, the pass to O'Neal. Off the pick, and he comes off the screen and swings it through.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
And the Bruins going in with a whole new group out there. A big group. The Bruins leading by 4. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Irving. Back to O'Neal. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's now 18 points for Freak.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
And the shot is good. Blair's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
O'Neal in at point guard. He's out there with Porter, and it's Barton in at the 3. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bruins.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten down in transition.
Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer than what it is now, guys.
O'Neal against Horton. Thomas inside. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Thomas. 20 points for Freak.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today.
UCLA trails by 3. Free passes to O'Neal. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
I want you to focus on getting to the rim. Let's look to attack quickly. We need high percentage shots. Move the ball around
for UCLA. And the Longhorns making a change here. We've got 1:18 left here in the second half of the game. Edwards passes to Hudson. No good. The Bruins go the other way with it. To the inside. No good from Campbell.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
To the paint. It's intercepted. Castro O'Neal shoots from 12. Does not fall. Only his 4th miss in 14 attempts. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Here's Roberts. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. Huge shot there, and the crowd, Clark, knows it.
Complete euphoria there, Kevin. They're going crazy.
Yeah, you gotta love hearing a crowd get this fired up.
26 seconds left in the second half of basketball. And now we've got the intentional foul. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Here's Ellis. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he makes the first of the 1-1. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. They've been hanging in there.
And they've got a chance right now to jump on top.
It's money from deep.
That bucket was absolutely huge. Defensive stop can seal the deal.
$15 seconds left to play here in the second half. 3 against Edwards. Shoots from the corner. So it's UCLA picking up the win. What a show they put up. And this is where it's at, folks. The college tournament ends here tonight. For one team, the joy of a lifetime will be achieved. And there's no doubt going to be some incredible action all along the way. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing the UCLA Bruins.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker. Then it's Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the power forward.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on, and this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
O'Neal with the rebound. On defense, Wisconsin to the middle. Baseline try, and the jumper is good.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's the Badgers with the ball. It's a three-point game. Hawkins against Free. Hawkins passes to Decker. And there's the pass to Kaminsky. The shot misses. And it's the Bruins with the ball. Here's Campbell. Off target from three-point range.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless. And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
That's good. And for that 1941 title you mentioned, Greg, for the Badgers, it was actually their first invitation to the College Tournament Club.
How about that for a first impression?
Yeah, not bad.
Not too bad at all. Prior to their recent run of success, that was their lone bright spot as a program.
Looney with the bucket.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
O'Neal against Hill. Evans outside. Shot off the screen. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him.
And he came off that screen, and he just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg, and when that's the case...
The Bruins leading by 3. So on the floor for UCLA. O'Neal, he's in at shooting guard. Johnson is out there with Looney. Then there's Campbell, and it's Free at the one spot. Out to the right wing. And the wide open shot from Decker. Good, the assist goes to Hill. And that'll tie this game up.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Free passes to O'Neal. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Pass to Looney. Back to O'Neal. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. And some changes here for the Bruins. Irving's checked in for Johnson. And Barton subbed in for Free. Walker's checked in for Wisconsin. Payton comes in for Hill.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
There's a good screen. And Fisher kicks to Payton. There's the feed to Fisher. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a four-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Walker dishes to Decker. 55 seconds left to play here in the half. Fisher, the pass to Decker. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. And Walker kicks to Fisher.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off.
And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4 spot. Here's Hawkins. The shot is off. The Bruins go the other way with it. Here's O'Neal. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bring it down
sir.
hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Hill against O'Neal. Stolen by O'Neal. Pass break UCLA. Here's Free. There's the basket and making a double-digit lead. And now it's a 10-point Bruin lead. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Hill, a screen on Campbell. Decker kicks to Hawkins. Shot off the screen. Here's Evans. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Free passes to O'Neal. They set the pick. Campbell kicks to O'Neal. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. O'Neal's got 11.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Hawkins kicks to Evans. Pick up by Hill. Evans outside. 6 on the shot clock. Wisconsin needs to get off a shot. A second chance effort. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's his first.
Really, the defense is...
Here's O'Neal.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
O'Neal. He's in at point guard. He's out there with Porter. And it's Roberts in at the center position. Wisconsin trails by 8. Hill passes to Hawkins. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists in the game.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Passes it to Hawkins. The kick out to Hill. Pass to Hawkins. Unloads from 13. And there are the Badgers with another bucket.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
Greg does not get much tougher than that. Tough defense, high pressure situation, clutch play. I love it.
1:58 left here in the second half. And some changes here for the Bruins. Looney's checked in for Johnson. Campbell comes in for Morris. And Freeze subbed in for Porter. Hawkins kicks to Hill. There's the pick. Feeds to Evans. The Badgers working the ball around now. There's a minute 40 left here in the second half. Here's Hill. And it's sent back by O'Neal. But he stays with it. Clock at 2. Kaminsky misses.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And he gets it to go. And now it's an 8-point Bruin lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bruins.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The Badgers making a switch here. Decker's checked in. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Precious check in for UCLA. 19 seconds left here in the second half. And here's Conley outside. UCLA grabs the miss. Left side Walker. Outside Gibson. Conley for 3. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Lets it fly. It's in.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
So it's UCLA picking up the win. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no...